What's going on, guys? I'm Wyatt. I run Big W Studios. Today we're going to do an in the bag for my disc golf stuff. So first off, we got the bag. A Himmel bag. It's a starter bag. I've been playing disc golf since the summer of 2023. So still kind of fresh into it. Future plans are to get a better bag here soon, hopefully. If not, I'm going to keep repping my bag. No affiliate link, just had to throw out there what bag I'm using. And yeah, so let's start off with my putters and approaches. So first off, what I putt with the 300 Soft PA3. This is my Frackle. It's a Prodigy disc. This is my favorite all-time putter. It has a bead on it. And then I just got another 300 Soft PA3. Just pure white. And it has my name on it. Love putting with this. I love the feel. This one also has a bead on it. For my approach shot discs and what have you, I have the Entropy. This is more of my approach shots and all this stuff. If I don't want to pick a mid-range or anything like that, I'll probably pick this or this one. But the Entropy, it's in the plasma plastic. It's made by MVP Disc Sports. A good disc. Put a lot on it. Anheuser. I can get around some stuff real easily with this. Then we got another PA3, but this is the Signature Series, Kevin Jones' Signature Series disc. I use this one better for good approaches. I can rip this down the fairway if I really wanted to. I don't remember what plastic this was. That's the one downside of these things is I always forget the plastic types. Anyway, has a great hand feel to it. Again, I really like the bead, and also it's really easy to rip down the fairway and what have you. Let's get into distance drivers. Okay, so some of you really big disc golf nerds and what have you are gonna be like, "Oh, you don't have that much distance drivers." I personally like throwing a ton of fairways. Probably mostly when I throw is a fairway, that and mid-range. But my two distance drivers I do not actually know what this is. I don't know who made this. I was gifted this, and I am trying to get used to this disc. I've only thrown it one time, and when I threw it, it shot to the right. I threw it on a big backhand with a little bit of Anheuser, and it should have flipped right straight a little bit. No, she full on knifed right to the right side. I mean, I got it out there, but it was not pretty. But I'm still getting used to this. I like the feel of this. That's why I'm trying to get used to it. Next time I use this, I'm probably going to throw this on a forehand and see how that goes. I've never thrown this on a forehand before. So, got this. That or a grenade. That'd be fun to grenade this disc. This might actually work for this grenading on this disc. Then we got one of my stable distance driver, my Onyx. It's the Paul McBeth lineup. Again, another one of those I was gifted. This one I can get real far down the fairway and really far in open fields. I think I threw this one here recently, 600 feet. Yeah, that's what I ranged it at. Yeah, the Onyx. And now on to the fairways. Alright, so for fairways, for my flippy fairway, I have the Essence by Discmania. It's in that Evolution plastic. This one I'm really good with. I come to find out, I've only been bagging this for a little bit now, and I really like the way this one feels. came out real well. She flew real far, and I was not expecting it because I threw it like really slow. I did a really weirdly controlled throw, so it was like, okay, that's oddly surprising. Stay hydrated. Yeah, the essence. Alright. Now this one was for a Walmart disc golf challenge. We had to pick one disc that I did with my brother. Me and him did some disc golf challenge. He was actually the one who got me into disc golf, him and our buddy. So me and him were like, let's just have fun. We went to Walmart. We found out that they had this. Obviously did not film it, or it would be on my channel. But we bought 2 discs. I bought the Escape, and it just kind of stayed in my bag. It's a, I think this was a stable fairway. Yeah, it's stable fairway. I can really feel it, and it also says it right there, but I can really feel it. Yeah, it's by Dynamic Discs. I think it's the Orbit plastic. Oh, my favorite plastic, but we're doing a challenge, and I did pretty well with it. I forehanded this really far. I actually was like this close to acing it. It hit chains and flew out, so that was the most aggravating day of my life. But hey, we got the Escape. Now you're gonna see another couple of these. So this is from my first disc set. I purchased this on Amazon. Again, no affiliate link, but I will. There's no income coming from this, but I will put a link to what I bought down in the description. It is a great starter set, like a really great starter set. I highly recommend that to anyone. And if you are really wanting to get into the sport, obviously buy better discs. But for good like beginner discs, I would highly recommend these ones. This is another Escape. This is for my Tomahawks and my Submarines and Scoogers and what have you. That's what this one's for, really. I've beaten it in so much. She's hit countless trees. Yeah, countless. So she's been beaten in a little bit. The Escape. A really good disc. I love powerhouse in that thing. What I recommend is, I think it's called the, I forgot the name of it. I used to have the distance driver for it, and then I lost it in the lake, so I used to use that for my Tomahawk disc. I would pitch that thing far. Anyway, so along the lines of the Dynamic Discs, these are just what I have. I really like some Prodigy discs. I like all sorts of discs. If you can tell, my bag is just randomness right now. So just trying to figure out what works for me and what have you. So on the other one, we have the other Dynamic disc is the Maverick. Now the Maverick is one of my favorite discs I've ever thrown. This is actually the first ever disc I've ever thrown. Was this Maverick. Typically, I would recommend teaching someone how to throw with a putter or something along that lines. But I jumped straight into it with the Maverick. It's an understable disc, but I can manipulate this disc as much as humanly possible. I got this one 650 feet here recently, just chucking on the field. The Maverick. Now, this is more of a fun disc. This is my Binks. It's the Levitation. I don't know. Gosh, my name and number just faded off this. It's PDGA approved, but it is a floppy disk. You can bend it into a taco or anything like that. Sadly, this is no longer legal to do anymore, but it's great. The tree won't skip far, and prevents roll-offs from there too. It's a really good disc, and I use this one a ton of times just to mess with, because again, I have ADHD, so I'm a very sensory person. I have a ton of sensory stuff. I've been literally messing with this the whole time. This is some random stretchy thing that someone bought me in my family. So this is like when I'm on the court, I have something to fidget with, kind of thing. I mean, I throw it, but I don't throw it a crap ton. Just more for the squish aspect, and I can also just spin it on my finger if I really wanted to. Now I can't anymore. But on to the mid-ranges. Alright, on to mid-ranges. So we have, first up, the Rollo. The Rollo is Star Plastic. I just got this disc. I don't know how I've gone my year, I think it's been now? Yeah, it's been a year. My year of disc golf. Without throwing a Rollo. Actually, I've thrown a Rollo by friends of mine in the league I'm in. I've thrown their Rollos. I've also thrown this, not this guy, the, I don't remember. This disc is one of my all-time favorites now. The Rollo. I could put it on a lot of I can put on a slight bit of hyzer, like this amount of hyzer, and then it will cut right. It will miraculously fade left. How I throw it, at least. Some people have different experiences with this. I love this disc. I've only thrown this out in the field so far, so I can't wait to go on the course next week for my league tournament and what have you. I can't wait to throw this again on that course. It's going to be a great course, hopefully. Jumping from that one, we're going to the Buzz. So the Buzz, this is my baby right here. Quick short story about the Buzz. Somebody threw it, lost it, called the number. The guy said, I don't want it anymore. He just said, just rub my name out and rubbing alcohol, and then you can have it. I don't really care. So I got my Buzz. It's literally just called a Buzz on here. It's nothing special, I don't think. It's PDG approved, at least. Yep, it's Discraft Buzz. One of my favorite discs. Alright, now jumping from the Buzz. They're both the same on the way they throw. Also, I didn't say anything about the Rollo. The Rollo is a very flippy disc. Like a very, very flippy disc. Sorry, I had an ADHD moment. So, the Buzz and the Echo are kind of the same. There's things I can do with this disc that I cannot do with my Buzz. And even though my Buzz is my lucky thing, I'll have to say that this Echo is probably one of the best discs in my bag currently. And I've asked tons of guys that are in my league and what have you. They're like, yeah, I will 100% agree with you. That Echo is nice. And they've thrown it and they were like, well, okay, so where did you get this? Yeah, so the Echo. It's made from Neutron plastic. This is one of my favorite discs as well. I know I got a lot of favorite discs, guys. That's probably why they're all in my bag. So, yeah. This is a very stable, like not extremely stable, but it is stable. And I threw it, and she just does what she's supposed to do. And I absolutely adore that. Now, this is a weird disc. I don't actually know. I don't even remember what this was actually type of disc it is. Let me take a good look on here. So, I got this at a plate again. This is probably one of the first discs I ever got. Outside of that starter pack and what have you. This is the first disc I actually really bought, was the this Ice Bowl. I went to a Play It Again Sports and I was like, yo, where's y'all's disc golf stuff at? I don't like that, obviously. It's more play. And the dude was really helpful there, and helped me pick out some good discs, and he recommended this. From what I've thrown of this disc, it can go from very stable to very flippy. I have no idea why. I have no idea how. But it goes from stable to flippy, and it sometimes screws me up. I was at I was in a tournament with my with my league and stuff like that, my league tournament, and we had, I think we were on hole 17, And no, not Hut 17. It was hole 13 at Echo Valley. And I had thrown this disc, and I threw it, and she cut completely right. I threw it so flat and so perfect, and then all of a sudden I see it go. I was like, "What? No, come back, no!" The guys that were there just sat there and laughed at me. They're like, "How on earth did that happen?" I was like, "I have no idea. Please help." But I love this disc. I think it's called a Champion. Again, I have no idea. Yeah, Champion. I believe this is a Champion. It's an ice ball. Anyway. Cool stamp. I got it at Palladium Sports. This one might be leaving my bag. I'm not good with this disc. I keep it in there just as a last resort. The Bounty. I think I might be taking this out of my bag and gonna go buy a new disc for instead of this one. I think it's a Lucid Plastic. That's an understable mid-range. All I really can say is, like, I'm gonna keep trying to get better with it so it stays in my bag. I mean, the plastic, it does not look. It looks fine-ish. I just don't like the color scheme that much. I like the red, white, and blue. I don't like the purple with the blue and the red. It just something about it. It's we're trying to get used to it. Now I have to blur out my number that's on this time. Great. But again, there's reasons. This one might be leaving my bag, and I might be replacing it with a distance driver, or instead of just having another mid-range, because I have quite a few mid-ranges here. The Bounty currently in my bag for the second. Alright, so another one of those base plastics from my starter set. I kept it because I knew how it threw, and if I really just needed to like chuck it in a weird way, I would rather try it with the starter disc set. It's the truth. I'm not all dynamic discs that I like. I'm not huge on some of their stuff sometimes. Like the Bounty. Like, no, not the Bounty. Yeah, I think they're the Bounty. Second. Yeah, I'm not huge on the Bounty. I'm not huge on a couple of their other discs that I would rather not get into right now. But I do like the Truth from their stuff. It's actually really nice. Truth. Still that beginner set plastic. I typically throw my nicer plastics. Like, this is also a staple disc. I have a ton of staple discs. If you guys couldn't tell, I have an abundance of them. It's actually kind of ridiculous, so I need to start getting more flippier stuff too. Yeah, but again, love this disc. Again, I've chucked this one countless times, and it's seen its days. It's got quite a few nicks and what have you into it, some dinks and what have you. It's still such a great disc anyway. The Truth. Now, these two, I don't know why they're in my bag. Kind of like the Bounty. I just like them, and I throw them maybe once in a while, but I do like the feel of them. I like the way they throw. Okay, I'll say that about this one. Yeah, I do really have a higher expectation. So this is my Star Mako 3. It's a mid-range, obviously. I just don't throw it as much. I don't know why, really. It's in my bag. I just don't know why I throw this one so much. Now she's been cutting a little bit of dust. I've thrown this one maybe like 20 times. And I throw it on 15 courses. Yeah, 15 courses. I always do great with it. I don't know why I just don't throw it that much. I'm probably just gonna start throwing this one more. I'm probably not even giving this enough grace for it, at least. Like, it's a nice disc. We'll see. when I actually do my actual disc golf video where I go and throw them, I have you throw it. This is my F2. Factory 2-second. I think that's just the name of the F2. Maybe? No. Yeah, my F2. I was about to say, no, that doesn't sound right, but it is right. I don't remember who made this. I don't see the print on the brim or on the Innova. This is an F2. It's by Innova. Love this disc. This disc I've hyped this disc actually. I've like, wham! That thing flying. But it's a nice disc. I don't know how to explain this disc. Just if you've seen it in person, you're like, that flies oddly well for the weight, the condition it was in. I got it. Got it from somebody. Again, most of my discs have been used. So my new those PA3s, my putting putters, and my roller are the only ones I've ever bought new. These other ones were all gifted to me, or I bought on for starter plastics because I was a starter not very long ago. But I really like this disc too. That's why it's in the bag. As you guys can tell, the disc wall has changed. I had to take some of my discs out off the wall that were already hanging on there that I like to demonstrate because that's what I use. So what I use for mini markers typically, give me 1 second and I'll collect them all. This is getting awkward. This is really awkward. This die. So to kind of go in what's typically in my bag most of the time. So right now we have a microfiber cloth I bought at Walmart that I got from Walmart. We have our tag from our last league tournament. I'm gonna have to get this back and get a new one at some point because play, so we get our new stuff. So again, I think this bag also holds up to 25 discs, maybe more, including the pouch punch. I have no idea. So once in a while, like there's some stuff in here. There's some stuff I'm about to show you that once in a while in my bag, or just it's my go-to stuff. So when I'm on a course, I typically have obviously my discs, my bag, my towel, and my Nalgene. Stay hydrated. Another one of the most important ones, in my opinion, is a Sharpie to mark a disc, or if you see a professional, like a pro at the course, get their autograph because you don't want to use their Sharpie. That'd be just awkward. Anyway, so what else I have? I have mini markers. This is technically just a mini frisbee, but I got this from a police thing that out here. I used this for a very long time. That was my mini marker. Great for the knee. I can use this on my knee. Not worry about messing it up. What I've been repping right now is currently in my bag, or what I use. I'm gonna start swapping them out once in a while. I'm using my Ohio State mini marker. One of the guys in our league actually makes these, like with laser, and he custom makes all of these, and it was really sweet. So he made an Ohio State one. I was like, I have to buy one, and I bought it. And yeah, and then got another one. I don't obviously support weed smoking, or smoking at all, but if you do it, I'm not going to tell you not to do it because I can't control you. I don't really do it personally. I just like it because it's Bigfoot and disc golf. And it's kind of funny that it has a smoking thing. So, I mean, I can find it funny. I really don't care. And then this is our league I'm in. Founding Fathers. That's our logo. The logo will have you. So, yeah. And once in a while, I'll carry just a generic catch disc in there. Because, I mean, just want to play catch with some of the guys because. Okay, we cleared it. Catch frisbee because if you've ever played with a disc and try to play catch with this thing, it hurts. I mean, there's other discs out there like the Glitch, or I think I don't remember who makes it. I think it's called the Spore. Yeah, the Spore. So those two have a catch disc rim where it doesn't hurt when you catch it, but it's a disc. These hurt. These can kill someone if they fly and hit you in the head. They could. I'm not saying it's going to always happen, but it could. So once in a while, I'll throw it into the back of the car and have a catch disc if I want to go play with some friends and what have you up there. What else do I have in my bag currently? I also typically carry some snacks on me. You're on the course for, I think it was 2 hours last week. 2 hours to however long sometimes. You're going to get hungry. You need protein. Or you need what have you. I don't have any snacks on me currently because I ate them all on the course last week. But right now I'm carrying hand warmers in my little pouch on the side. Excuse me. Oh gosh, that one hurt. Some more hand warmers. I also carry this little bag. I'm gonna start carrying some band-aids and what have you. Just a few good like first aid stuff. But right now I have trail tape in here and it's a knife sharpener. I'm weird and I like to carry a knife sharpener on me. I'm weird that way. But the trail tape is kind of self-explanatory. It's to mark trails if you get lost on hiking or something like that, or you get hurt. I actually use this more actually for bandages than I do trail marking. I've cut my fingers. I used that FX2 here recently. I love a good Prodigy disc with that sharp brim at the bottom of them. It messed up my middle finger, and it kind of that's where my disc rests on my finger. I mean, how I throw is like this, sometimes like this, but it's always brushing up against my middle finger. So when I let go, this disc is coming out, and it just kind of cut, and I saw blood. And so I recently had to use that. That's currently what's in my bag. I have to get some more stuff for it. Not all of it's always in my bag anymore, because I like to do random stuff, and that's how my brain works. And for when I use camera gear, when I start taking this on stuff, this is where the pocket for my tripod's gonna go. It's like a tiny tripod. You guys are honestly on it right now with my phone, and then also to keep my mics and what have you, and the mic adapter in there with the chargers and the tools for my chest rig, for fishing videos, for tactical tackle and what have you's on here. I have some pockets where I can store stuff. It's going to be fine. I typically use U-Disc. If anybody's wondering, I typically use U-Disc for my tracking my scores and what have you, as most disc golfers do. Some people like to use the paper stuff. I personally cannot stand that stuff. It gets on my nerves. Because the paper stuff I've dropped in water, and I've also, it's easy to lose. So we're going to get into what I typically wear on a day-to-day basis when I play now, especially through the winter. I'm probably going to do what I go through with the winter right now, since it is currently December 15th. I don't actually know what day it is. That's nice. I went to look at my TV. My TV didn't have my calendar thing up, so that's fun. At some point in December, it's like, what is it? Thursday today? No, it's Wednesday today. It's Wednesday. Next week is Christmas. Yeah, you guys can't tell. Brian's going nuts. What was I talking about? Some technical difficulties. So typically what I carry is not carry. What I typically wear, a hoodie. Typically, I either have like 3 layers, so I can just shed off layers once in a while. Typically, I'm either wearing my old basketball team's warm up. I mean, my team's warm ups, because they're nice and warm usually, and it helps me be able to throw easier. It's not easier. It just doesn't feel like a lot of weight on my shoulder instead of wearing a gigantic puffy coat. Then obviously a t-shirt. Once in a while shorts. When I play in the summer, I'm going to wear shorts more and more often for this because it sucks to play in hot weather. I'll show you. Sweats, big yes. That and my hiking pants I typically wear for backpacking, but those are currently packed away with my gear. So I'm like, yeah. This is a insulated shirt, a thermal shirt kind of thing. Use this typically as my first layer. Then I wear my t-shirt over top, and then I put my hoodie and what have yous on. And then this is controversial. I wear jeans. Also, I actually play well in jeans. I take it slow when I throw, so I'm like not going running at 1,000 miles an hour and going whale. No, I'm going a good moderate speed throwing, so it doesn't really mess me up. What else I carry in my bag as well is also sometimes a headlamp, because once in a while it can dark. It can get dark. It can dark. Gosh, I sound like a toddler. What I carry sometimes also, obviously, kind of have to carry wallet, or me. I carry a knife. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. And this is another actual video, which is wild to me that I'm making more and more of these. I'm really excited. So, seriously, at some point I will get that video of me actually playing out here soon. And, yeah. Live life fearlessly. Live life for Christ. Take a fun adventure. Have a good one. Alright, so I forgot to say one more thing, and you can tell I've already just like wrapped up everything. I put my camera gear and stuff down, and my mic's all put away, my stuff like that. But I forgot to talk about what I wear for my shoes typically. Right now, I'm going to keep rocking this unless it's raining, only if it's raining and muddy and snowy. I'm currently wearing Redhead hiking boots. I use these for when I go backpacking, what have you. They work for me. I really just don't care. And then I typically wear my old basketball shoes. If you want to know what those are my, I think they're called the Evolutions. I don't remember what they're called. But yeah. Okay guys, happy holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like legit, happy holidays. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and whatever you guys celebrate out there. Remember to make Christmas about Christ and not about yourself and about the gifts. So live life fearlessly, live life for Christ. Take a fun adventure. Have a good one.